Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. This is a glorious winter day. Got up to 82 degrees. Not how we started the week. We started the week quite frigid, and now we're quite balmy. Yeah, you're right. So it's going to drop as the night progresses, but it feels really good out here right now. Yeah, you're right. So I'm here right at sunset because I had a feeling, being Friday, if I didn't get on top of it, I might not get this spot. So I'm here to hold the spot down, like back in the day, busking on the streets of New Orleans with the guitar to pay the rent. You had to get to the spot early or you weren't going to get a good spot. Focused on two things here. We're going to start with bass, and we're going to end up with crappie. First things first, though, we want to go for the shaky head right here, tangled with a little jerk bait. There we go, we got her. So 1/16 ounce and a watermelon red finesse worm. Yesterday, I rode the bike into town to scout some stuff. When I got back, I was busy with a task, was doing some burning, and Billy, oh, was that a hit? Billy told me that people were down here catching crappie at the culvert right at sunset, and this was well after sunset when he told me. He brought a slice of birthday cake over for the roommate and myself. Thank you for the birthday cake. It was very good. When I was far along with my burning, I came down here a little after 10 to see if there were crappie biting. But they were not. No bites for bass, but we're losing the sun. It's about to go down below the horizon there, and I'm starting to see some feeding out in front of me a good ways, so it could be crappie already. I want to raise my depth. I was like 4 feet, now I'm closer to 3, 2.5, in between 2.5 and 3 feet. I'm using a stinger tail by Kai's Custom Jigs, and there's a link in the description where you can get stinger tails and weighted swivels, and there's a discount code MHOOD10. Black and chartreuse is a pretty good color right now for this lake, but it's not the only color that works. What we're doing is fishing under this slip rig with a slow retrieve, with a little bit of a shake of the slack line, but not too much of a shake because it'll cause the slip cork to tangle if you shake too much, too violently. It's just a slow, steady retrieve. Nothing yet. Yeah. I came down last night, it was nothing. Yeah. After 10 I came down and stayed for an hour till my fingers were too cold, and then right. Now it's just, there's some feeding starting. I see it out there, yeah. I think they're coming in. Yeah. How deep are you? 4 feet now. I just dropped it a foot ahead. I was around in between 3 and 2.5. Right. Now I'm a little deeper. Black and chartreuse. What side were those boys catching on yesterday? Right here? We're going to give this a few more minutes before we make a decision here. I'm going to change the bait is what I'm going to do and put a different color on. But they are starting to feed. You can see them come in as it gets darker and darker. Pretty sure there are crappie feeding. There's bait here, and you'll see the bait get knocked out of the water here and there. Not super close to the culvert quite yet, but at about the distance I'm casting. Bluegrass. All right.
That's a big one, dude. Bass.
Is that a bass? Let's get it up here before we start. But it's fighting like one.
That's a bass.
Finally. My friend JP came down to fish with me. Do I have your line?
No, sir.
That is a good sized bass. I just flipped him into the deck. Whoa. That is nice. It's a couple pounds. So we're both fishing jigs. And the question is, are we going to get crappie? Because the crappie are here. They're feeding like crazy, but are they going to hit jigs? The other night when I was here, nothing was really going on. All of a sudden, Billy was hitting them on jigs. The thing is that there is, even though they're not showing themselves, right here in front of the culvert and all around us, little shad and shad about a medium to small shad, right? Just thick down there.
That murky water.
Yeah. It's almost 8 o'clock now, and I can say with the utmost confidence they are not hitting jigs. But at least I caught something, and I got some kind of video here. They're here, they're blowing up, but they just care about the shad buffet, right? Okay, well, days and days will go by, and that will change. Surely, as we get through this month, it's going to change, and it's probably going to go from the hitting on this side to the hitting on that side, more so than what they're doing now. But right now they're still on the lake side, probably some over there too, but strong over here hitting these little shad. And yeah, you're right. I tell you what, I'm going in. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I will see y'all next time.